training for those working in the criminal justice system.
It is a milestone of sorts tonight for the homeless protesters camped out at City Hall. It's now 40 days and nights since they took up residence there, and one local councillor now says it's time to shut them down.
If they want to fight, then fine, we'll take it in the courts under human rights, because I'm sick of my rights being violated and a lot of my friends here are sick of it.
These protesters are sick specifically of suggestions that they take down their tent camp outside City Hall. The suggestion the one councillor is now planning to table is a motion to dismantle it.
I believe they've made their point, and now it's really just become an embarrassment. It's hanging on far too long.
This is what at least some of the protesters are protesting. It's Bill 8, the provincial Safe Streets Act, which was passed 5 years ago to discourage squeegee kids and aggressive panhandling. They say it violates their civil rights and the rights of the homeless. And they say a council order to evict them would only compound the injustice.
I think he needs to look at the Constitution. We still have a right to protest. We have a right of freedom of assembly, freedom of association, and freedom of expression.
I really don't think anybody's willing to back down. They want the Safe Streets Act either gone or at least altered to make it so homeless people can at least, walk down the street without having to worry.
And while not everyone endorses their agenda, the hands-off approach is finding support at City Hall and on the street.
I mean, it may not be the prettiest sight, but there's a real issue here, and they deserve their day in the sun.
I eat lunch here quite often, and no one has disturbed me during my lunch. I feel that they have as much right to be here as we do.
But Thompson says it's not an attack on the homeless, just an assertion of the rights of everyone else.
I do understand the homeless problem. I fully support their claim that all levels of government should do more. But in this case, I think that they've been there for 30-some-odd days. Councillor
Thompson, though, is undeterred and says that he hopes to have a motion on the table at the next meeting of council. And that's expected to call for the eviction of the protesters by the end of the month. Also to keep them away until a new bylaw regulating protests on public property can be written up. And that's a proposal that some residents familiar with this protest say is long past due.
I think it's a decision to be homeless. I don't think that they're forced to sit out here. It doesn't take much effort to have to go out and just apply, get jobs.
The Safe Streets Act, by the way, allows police to ticket anyone whom they deem to be panhandling in a threatening or obstructive way. Councillor Thompson says he'll try to table his motion on moving the protesters at the council meeting on August the 25th.
Ahead tonight on News 6 Ottawa.